Hello students and welcome to this special video on CA examinations presentation tips. How do you write your paper determines the kind of marks you get. Content is important. It is very important. But what is also important is how you present your paper. What do you do first? What do you do later? What comes after what? If it's a practical question, how do you solve it? If it's a theoretical question, how do you present it? All these points matter. And all these points can create that difference between 39, 40, and 41, or 59, 60, and 61. So here we go. First, we'll cover certain points which you should avoid in your examination. First mistake to avoid any form of rewriting or cancellation. In case you make mistakes in an answer, as far as possible, try to avoid overwriting or cancellation. Even if you have to do that, even if you have to cancel out some number, use a single line to cancel it rather than using multiple lines. Do not cancel it over and over. Instead, just cancel it once and neatly write your revised answer about that. Mistake number two, use tables where necessary. Wherever we feel that there is a lot of data where certain points are to be answered, use tables. For example, in the sheet that we have attached, we have shown maturity, FDR maturity, more than different periods, more than 12 months, within 12 months, within 3 months, and the classification is shown. If the same thing were presented in a table format, it would be much easier for the examiner also to read it. Third point, present your answer in a very clear and neat manner. A neat presentation allows the examiner to easily find the answers that you have presented, avoids any form of confusion, and thus leads to better marks. Mistake number four, when students quote wrong section numbers because they do not remember the right section numbers. If you're not confident about the section number, about the clause, please do not quote it. Just mention that according to this act, so and so clause applies or so and so provision applies. You need not quote a section number if you're not confident about it. If you're confident, definitely answer it. If not, avoid it. Now, what to include? First of all, very important, underline key points. All the key points in the answers are to be underlined. This allows again for the examiner to easily find what he's looking for and saves his time. And at times, that time adds to your marks. Second, use notes with tables. Whenever you're using tables in the question, specifically in the practical subject, use a notes column. Prepare notes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and below the table, define all the notes. This allows for a very neat and clean presentation along with proper reasoning for why a particular treatment has been given to an item. For example, in the given table, we have note number 1, which says Boolean is covered under immovable property, and so on. That is why so and so treatment has been given. Now we see a sheet which will give us a fair idea of what a good answer sheet looks like. So on the top, we have question number 1. So we have new question, new page. So every new question and even sub questions are to be started on a new page. This ensures that the examiner does not miss out on any question because of it being a continuation on a single page. So every question that has a separate mark is to be done on a new page, is to be started from a new page. And ensure that you are writing the question number clearly in middle of the page, in the middle of the row, that is. Now, second is prepare headings. Specifically with theory questions, when we are breaking it down in different parts, it's easier for the examiner or the evaluator to follow it. So prepare proper headings, underline the headings, underline the keywords. Third, write clearly and elaborate. No double writing or cutting. As far as possible, as we mentioned, double writing or cutting kind of takes away the entire presentation. So ensure that you avoid that to the extent possible. We understand that towards the end of the examination time, when you are trying to rush through all the answers, it becomes a little difficult. But as far as possible, please avoid it. Last and the most important, use the correct sections. Use the correct sections, use the correct provisions. Do not misquote. If you're not sure, do not quote it. Now, in order to achieve all these things and practice all these things, it is very important for you to prepare with the test series and to write a lot of tests before you actually appear for the final exams. No matter the sport, no matter the activity, everybody has to practice, no matter even if they are champions. So chartered accountants are also professionals. And before we get there, before we get those two very special words before our name, we need to have a specific practice set. We need to really put in a lot of hard work. And that hard work, a part of that, apart from studying, also comes from test series. So please ensure that you're writing a lot of tests, appearing institute mock papers, getting feedback on your tests, and improving. Make sure you keep on improving. Make sure you're able to finish your paper in time. And with that, wishing you all the very best for your upcoming exams.